Morning. Okay, so hopefully this won't be a two-parter because I've got a delivery coming. So if they come midstream, I might have to stop it. The song is Fun Boy 3. Solo. So fun. It's what is it called? It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. So it's if you do things with kindness and with respect and honesty, that's what you'll get back. If you do it with aggression, then that's what you'll get back. So it's how you do things, the way you do things. You've got the 7th house of justice, Libra, the colon, the prostate, marriages, open enemies, legal things. We've got Capricorn, which is the material world, and we've got Jupiter, which is also abundance, and Solar, which is the sun shining on, illuminating this, what your abundance is in your life, where your wealth is, and it's not necessarily material wealth, it can be physical wealth, emotional wealth in some way. So today's card is, as you should know by now if you've been watching me long enough, the High Priestess card, which is my card, so I'd like to see it in the upright if you don't mind. It is the daughters, it's Persephone. If you don't know about Persephone, go look it up. It's the marriage bed in hell. She was kidnapped and forced to take vows she didn't want to take. So being under pressure. With the Capricorn energy, which is the devil. So the both her and her husband are in this. But she was released for 9 months of the year from that bondage. Unfortunately, she was tricked into eating some pomegranate pips after hunger strike with the promise of going home. So 3 months of the year she stays in darkness, and that's why we have winter. So you may have been in a dark place for 3 months or more. So let's see. Usually put at the gates of hell by the hands of another. So we want her in the upright, meaning that she's escaped, she's broke the shackles, and she's free. When she's in reverse, secrets are being kept. When she's in the upright, the secret is out. Everybody knows what's really going on. Legalities, justice. So if you're keeping secrets, you'll never be free. You can always be held to ransom by those secrets. Nose is itching inside, so that's a surprise. Also possibly a child in spirit. If you've got a child in spirit, that could be relevant. So 29th of April 2024. One more then, thank you. About spirituality, it's about empaths, it's about the written and spoken word, it's about sacrifices that are made, it's about being the victim of other people's actions. And unfortunately she is, at the gates of hell put there by another. She stops the living being taken to the underworld as she has been. So her voice, her words stop you from making the same mistakes she did. Oh dear. So unfortunately we start with the negativity of the death card. It's not the death card, it's not called the death card, it's the only card in the deck that means death. So there it is. Somebody got through your armour, they betrayed you, or worse, destroyed you by their passing. Enough is enough, stick a fork in me, I'm done. It is an end, the beginning of the end. You are not trapped, you just think you are. It's the fear of the unknown that's holding you back. Those ropes aren't tied, that blindfold on her face isn't tied. She can stand up at any time. But somebody intimidated her by putting all those swords in. And she believes she's imprisoned and can't get away. All she has to do is stand up. But the fear keeps her on her knees, defeated. The eagle transformation of Scorpio, they're trying to tell you it's time to stand up for yourself. Aries, giving you the passion to move forwards. So you're allowing negativity into your aura, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. There are secrets being kept, and probably you're keeping secrets for other people, and it's not even your monkeys or your circus. Possibly another number 10, your happiness may come to an end because of a rejection. You didn't nurture this, whatever it was, this new life. And you bound yourself to the material world. So that means, because we've got the high priest and the high priestess, this is a couple. This is the couple that was meant to be. But she was married to the devil under duress. So now they both live unhappily in misery. Childhood trauma, maybe a divorced parents, whatever it is, has caused you to cling to the material rather than the spiritual. You've lost faith, you're not speaking your truth, and the name's Siren, Peter, the apple, which is Gemini, Cancer, Cusper, and Taurus is important. Teachers, schools, 3 problems. You are a bird in a gilded cage. You have everything you need, but nothing you want. Be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it and realise that it's causing you to have a prison. A prison of your own mind where you are trapped in the material world. You are far more than just that shell. You're a spirit, a soul walking around in a human body. So there's a lot of lies going on here, untruths, religion, schools, like I said, teachers, failed marriages, failed friendships. 5 and 23, negative energy. Issues with the neck and throat, probably. The Romanes, the travellers, the carnival people. There's the injustice, the legal matters. Libra, 8 or 26 in this deck. Negative energy. Courtroom battles. But then we have the Aries energy, the hawk that's flying up there. It is the man who does what he says he's going to do. The one that has beliefs older than religion. The one that knows that's right from wrong. He's the Ron Seal man. He does what he says he's going to do. He takes action. So Aries or Aries cusp, early Aries is Pisces, late Aries is Taurus. But there's Persephone trapped in this situation with the devil, shackled by contracts, vow or promises made under duress. Keeping up with the Joneses, maybe looking good on the internet, telling everybody how many holidays they've had and how many cars they've got and everything. Still not happy. The material world has trapped you. 15, negative energy, Capricorn in the dice. Don't sign any contracts. This is a hard lesson that somebody had to learn, Sagittarius energy. Failure perhaps in study, universities, hips and thighs issues, weight gain, weight loss, but above all addictions to this way of life. You feel you can't live without the finery that surrounds you. It's not a good way to live. So you will be put through the blacksmith's forge and battered and battered and battered until you learn your lesson. There you are, banging your head against a brick wall. Probably a few doors get smashed in the process. It's constantly battling either the elements, finances or people, because of the lies, the mind games, theft even. These are the mind games, the maze that they put you in and there seems to be no way out. That added to the Eight of Swords is a nightmare situation. That sword has to be put, that metal has to be put in the blacksmith's forge and battered and battered and battered till it makes the sword that sets you free, that severs you. So pushed to your limit and then you crack. And then Spirit gives you a brand new beginning. When you learn that you can fill your own cup, you don't need anything else to do so. You make yourself happy. You decide whether your cup is half empty or half full. It's refillable by you. 1 month. You are creating something new, and we don't want to create it in this negative environment. And there's Solar, the sun. Something comes to light, something is exposed, so that you see that maze, we've got it twice, much more clearly, and you see the way out. 19. Children, travel, escape, which is what I'll be doing on the 14th. Oh, maybe not, because the 14th is there. So maybe there's some delays, but it looks like travel. So perhaps something negative happens on the 8th, or the 26th, or the 15th. Yeah, Mother Energy and injustice. Mother Earth wants you to grow from this, to learn that there is abundance to be had, which is Jupiter. There is a horn of plenty, but you must nurture yourself and others. So 3 and 30, also the military, the poppies, May the 31st, November the 11th, and pregnancies perhaps too many. Taurus energy again. Judgment Day has arrived. There's no more putting things off. You have to settle this situation once and for all. Number 20. It's brought you to your knees. Now is the time to destroy and rebuild. Rise from the ashes like the phoenix. A rebirth is imminent, the 20. Some of you will lose your home, your family, or a celebration will be put off. There is instability within the home and family life. If not instability, then repairs need doing badly. It is weddings called off, possibly because of this betrayal. Or your mother is not able to attend your wedding. If you've been married and your mother wasn't there, you feel that deeply. So the foundations aren't strong enough. A home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. And there's been disappointment on both sides, mothers and daughters especially. The meter dragged her daughter back from the gates of hell. There is some harsh words being spoken in the past, maybe a disagreement that someone refuses to forget. It's time to build a bridge and get over it. Stop crying over spilt milk. Get off the cross, we need the wood. You played your part in it, but you're not to blame for everything. And there she is in the upright. Frees her now from that gates of hell. The secrets come out, possibly in an argument. People will be disappointed, but it's better to be honest than sacrifice yourself on the altar for ungrateful people. So you must stay positive with your words, thoughts and actions. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it, is the song. 2 and 29. Bringing yourself out. You're not going to be rescued by anybody. Your mother will be there to welcome you home, but it's up to you what you do and how you do it. So there is impatience by some with the lies, with the deceit. So they know that you know, and you know that they know. And there's the sun again in the reverse. Somebody is deliberately trying to block your path, and this situation needs to be illuminated, brought to light, exposed. 19, negative energy. Somebody is poking the hornet's nest, trying to provoke you into starting an argument. Not a good look. Possibly a sarcastic child could get involved, a sporty child, an air sign, but the truth comes in a message. You need to take that sword and cut through the bullshit and get to the point. Solar illuminates things. The truth exposed. More truths will keep coming out as time goes on, especially in the next month. Solar. It brings the light to a situation. There it is. So, the letter S. Solar is the rune of the sun, expressing the brightness, fertility and good fortune. There's your fertility. Now, a fertile womb. The heavenly orb, so the soul. So the shell may be of past, but the soul is still there, especially if we're talking about mothers. It is the oak tree and the eagle, and we've seen the eagle soaring up there trying to tell you that you are safe, and the oak tree with the Taurus energy. It speaks of the life force and the urge to grow. This is found in all living things. Solar's symbol includes a soaring eagle, the venerable oak, and also juniper and bay trees. The mistletoe, which we know was used as a dart to kill Balder, is associated with the 12th rune, Jera, is another symbol of the sun. The shape, so the 12th month of December. The shape of the rune suggests a flash of lightning descending to the earth, so a shock occurrence. It brings formidable power and the mighty god of thunder, Thor, so Thursday. Interpretation. In northern mythology, the sun is considered the female personified as the giantess named Sol or Suna. Two of the Asgardian deities are also associated with this rune. Balder, like I said, the beautiful one, and the beloved yet tragic god who was slain by the mistletoe dart thrown by his blind brother. What have we got? What was the others? Juniper and Bay. This myth expresses the cycles of the year and the duality of light and dark, your light and shadow side. Hodor, the blind brother. So brothers and someone who is blind to your situation. The thunder god Thor must have a place in the symbolism of the room because it looks so much like a lightning flash. Thor, the guardian of justice, which is there, what we started with, the 7th house, and order, was known for his swift retribution, and that's what's going to happen here, that he dealt out to wrongdoers. So the meaning of this rune can be applied to the workings of the law and taking justified revenge. In the harsh northern world, the sun was beloved by all. Saola is thus primarily a rune of love. Its appearance in a reading casts a warm glow over all the other runes present and undoes much of this harm. It is also a rune of hope, promising that the sun will rise once more, even when you are in the darkest place. It is a particularly good rune to draw when one is in trouble, which I think we are. It will ensure a happy outcome. One might also say that Saola expresses the idea of poetic justice because it indicates that wrongdoers will gain nothing but an apt punishment for their offences, as did the devil. If you have a major decision to make, then the appearance of Saola will reveal the truth of the situation, and it will make your choice so much easier because everything will come to light. There is a spiritual dimension. Contact with your inner self will guide you. In affairs of the heart, this rune is a good omen. Thor, one of the patron deities of Saola, was invoked at weddings. What did I say? Something wrong at this wedding. In Viking times, the bride wore red, the colour of Thor, but let's hope it's not a bloodbath, and held the god's symbol, the hammer, as the vows were exchanged. And in this case, those vows were done under duress. Saola signals a time when happiness and harmony will reign and justice will prevail. Not in this case, I'm afraid, because there's injustice. But it's good that it's coming out to light. It's better to know. Enjoyable holidays is also said to be a good sign for victory in athletics or sports. What did I say about the athlete? Saola has no inverted interpretation, but the rest of the cards do. So they're just taking this thing out of it for you. Everything happens for a reason. So please do not let it make you give up hope. So abundance with hard work. 7th house is open enemies there and legalities. So it's not going to be an easy road. It's also weddings, relationships, matrimony, partnerships, unity, other people, projections, public enemies and lawsuits. The loins, the colon, the prostate. In this sphere, the soul reaches out to another in a mutually beneficial relationship. How easily someone reaches out and how well they balance their needs with another person is described by the planets Uranus and Aquarius, suggests problems with commitment, while Saturn craves certainty. The 7th house describes the qualities someone seeks in a partner and the kind of person whom someone is attracted to. Mars, placed in the house, suggests the chart's owners seek an assertive partner. The sun or moon indicates an unconscious search for a father or mother substitute. And there's the problem, a mother substitute. Oh, we haven't done the other one, sorry. Capricorn in Jupiter. Expansion through breaching boundaries, ambition and success orientated. Jupiter in Capricorn may be far-sighted and wise or feel hemmed in by rigid rules. And there we are, hemmed in by rigid rules. Venus, she's out again. She was there yesterday. So now we have the 3 and the 4. So the 3rd and 4th of next month, I suggest, is good. The 5th is not so good. So something happens where you will have to decide to love yourself first, with that unconditional love of the Ace of Cups, creating a new life for yourself. I don't know where it's gone, but we saw it, so we know it's there. There it is. So Venus, don't forget, she's also the goddess of venereal disease. And it is the Empress, so we've already got it there. There she is, the mother energy. Where's she gone again? Mama, there she is. Venus. Love is your religion. It's the only thing to die for. John Keats, poetry, the name John. Venus says, let love take care of it for now. Venus is the morning star, the brightest of the planets, associated with Lucifer, the devil. Freya, among the Greeks, Aphrodite, venereal disease, and charm and seduces. She was once associated with Lucifer, who was not a demon but an angel of light who fell to the earth plane from heavens. So someone's fallen off their pedestal. They want to see beautiful, be beautiful, and smell beautiful. That's all they're about, the finer things in life. Venus co-rules with Libra, so there we've got Libra and Taurus, and there we've got Libra and Taurus, and they're all negative. It's a codependency situation now. It brings codependency and fears of going it alone, so trapped in that mindset. Both Libra and Taurus are signs best supported in partnerships, and they don't really like being alone. Love and romance and art are her domains, yet she doesn't get lost in them or lose her practical side. This is the planet of fashion, luxuries, balance, so you may be addicted to online shopping. Buying objects that are beautiful but unnecessary or excessive may come into play when this card is drawn. Be careful of wasting money on items just because you want them. You may feel compelled to buy something beyond your budget because you think it's beautiful while you don't really need it. On the other hand, you may be attracting these things on your own. So you're trying to fill that hole in the pit of your stomach. It's never going to go away just by buying things. Venus also rules money, especially money shared in partnerships or marriages, but this could be a business enterprise. Money worries will find a resolution. Also, hair salons, restaurants, movies, concerts, dance recitals, craft shows, cosmetics, fashions may figure in, all in the addictive personality. You may be dealing with artists or people who work in the arts. Venus is the most humane and fair of planets, too fair sometimes, the devil's advocate. Courts, law and judgment may factor in. But more than this, the card indicates either a new love coming into your life or the improvement and new start of an older relationship. The first thing to focus on is love, but after that, creativity and your refinement. Saying what you do is the way that you do it. You can be assured you are found very attractive at this present time and may be the subject of some advances. If so, romance becomes playful, even childlike. It's time for full heart blessings. If a relationship begins, it will be more of a sense of contentment and happiness to it. But the Saturn card is in the spread, so it may be cold and restrictive. Venus is the planet of charmers, so you may want to pour on the charm in a situation. There's a tendency to become more sociably engaging at this time. People will generally be sweeter, more helpful and more amenable, but only when the truth is out. It is a good period to smooth ruffle feathers and make peace with others. Use your diplomacy. It will serve you best at this time. So it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Don't put too great a value on material things. And there's the 4, and the number 3 again. The daughter, the mother and daughter. Wow. The past, present and future. The 3 life cycles of a woman. Fawn was the best being that I encountered in the world of the fae and became the first to put on paper. She welcomed me with open arms. The tricycle in the circle is believed to represent the important energies forever in motion, progress and completion. And there's the completion that needs to take place with the Judgment Day. Everything is a never-ending cycle of flow into one another. There is no start, just finish, or finish, it just is. Fawn represents the welcome of the new beginning, so fill in your own cup. A new way of being, a new way of seeing life. Many worlds coexist within our own, and many beings reside there waiting to help us if we ask. We must allow ourselves to welcome new opportunities and keep our minds open, even if it pushes the boundaries of our logic. Left brain thinking. We must learn to apply this way of truly seeing what's approaching, anything new for us, to fully allow growth on any level, whether that be emotional, spiritual, or mental. Entering into anything new, especially contracts, can be overwhelming. Read the small print, even traumatic. However, the more we learn to understand, so learn the hard lessons of life from a different point of view, or even just to allow without understanding at all, the more we allow the change to happen. So don't expect others to live the way you do. Change can happen whether you like it or not, but it always has the same outcome. It will shift us into a different place where we have the opportunity to learn and grow. We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control our reactions to it. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. We either embrace it or accept it fully, or we resist. The decision is always yours, but know this, even when you don't know what is on the other side, there is always the possibility of it being a positive experience, so don't doubt your capabilities of navigating your way through. And there's the eagle, flying high. And number 11. He sees the bigger picture because he sees your life from start to finish when you can't. So, number 11, massively important. It is connected to Persephone. 11th of October is when the carnival comes to my town. It may be different for you, but the 11 has always been an important number to the High Priestess. The Twin Towers. 9/11 could be important. So the Hawk Prince challenges you to pay attention and listen to the warnings being sent your way. You are pushing forward in spite of others cautioning you about the direction you're headed. You're refusing to listen to your own inner voice. Red flags are waving in the breeze and you're being challenged to heed their message. When the Hawk Prince descends as your challenger, it's an indication that something isn't quite right. A lie's the deceit. Don't worry though, he always arrives just in time for you to let go of your old ideas and begin again. Judgment Day. Rise from the ashes. Spirit only wants what's best for you. The inner truth. So stop lying to yourself. It will be exposed for good or ill. It is the throat chakra, the blue chakra. It is speaking the truth and shaming the devil. So if you're lying or you're a wrongdoer, you are coming unstuck, I'm afraid. So be ready. Inner truth is the ability to understand yourself at a very deep and instinctual level. It's that trust you gain when you accept that whilst it doesn't make sense at the time, it will. It's finding the courage to blindly trust the message that your higher self is giving you, just like Baldo. Money is tight and you may have budgeting issues. And these are having a huge effect on your next step that you need to take. Instinctively, you know that all will be well. Spirit have told you so. However, that is not what the bank is telling you. You need some extra money to take you to where you're going next. But you keep giving it away, believing that others need it more than you. Spending on things you don't need. More important than you earn. You created this situation of hardship not by being frivolous, but by giving too much of yourself and what you have. To say no brings up feelings of being self-righteous or selfish, which is an old pattern from the past. Sometimes you have to say no, or else you prevent others from having their own experiences, and you're just supporting them to stay stuck, so enabling them to never change, to never grow. Now is the time to allow others to grow without your assistance. So don't be saving your kids, they've got to save themselves. Don't be saving others. That doesn't mean that you have to be totally unwilling to share, but it does mean that you don't give and leave yourself short, either in love, finances, respect, whatever it is. Don't put yourself at the bottom of the list. You are a priority. You need to take care of yourself. So thanks for listening. We got through, and I'll do the song as soon as I can.